Welcome this evening. We are thrilled to be back at the University of Tulsa in Gussman Concert Hall. We are Vintage Wildflowers, and we'll tell you a little bit more about ourselves as we go along. We are thrilled to be here. We are really sorry that all of you are not. It's just us and a small tech crew here tonight doing this concert to stream. So anyway, we're going to start out with a song that we love to do. This is borrowed from the bluegrass background that we have, and we consider this a happy Irish love song because nobody dies during the song. This is called Colleen Malone.
Been 10 years and 3 since I first went to sea, since I sailed from old Ireland and home. But those hills lush and green were a part of my dreams when I dreamed of my Colleen Malone. From the day I returned to my sorrow, I learned that the angels had called her away to a grave on a hill overlooking the mill. That's a place where she's sleeping today. As the soft breezes blow through the meadow, I go past the mill with the moss-covered stone. Up the pathway I climb through the woods and the vines to be with my Colleen Malone. She was faithful each day as I sailed far away. There was no one but me that she loved. I remember those eyes soft and blue as the skies, and her heart was as pure as a dove. As the soft breezes blow through the meadow, I go past the mill with the moss-covered stone. Up the pathway I climb through the woods and the vines to be with my Colleen Malone. All the years of my life I will not take a wife. I will live in this valley above, planting flowers around in this soft, gentle ground that is holding my Colleen Malone. As the soft breezes blow through the meadow, I go past the mill with the moss-covered stone. Up the pathway I climb through the woods and the vines to be with my Colleen Malone. Up the pathway I climb through the woods and the vines to be with my Colleen Malone. To be with my Colleen Malone. To be with my Colleen Malone.
So before we start this next song, I'm going to take a moment and introduce to you, here in the center, we have Audrey McSparrett Schmidt. She is our diva lead singer. She's also our guitar player, and she plays a little bit of flute, which you'll get to hear later. And this song is going to feature her singing and playing Bowron. So we're very excited to introduce you to her. We are thrilled to have her with us. And the song that we're going to do now is one that's on our new album, which is called Tangled Roots. It came out right before the pandemic hit, so that was exciting timing for us. And it's available on iTunes now, so if you like this song, you can find it on there. And this is called Peg and All. It's actually about shoemakers, and the song is about the Industrial Revolution and how we always think of that as such a good thing, but it actually changed a lot of people's way of life. It put them out of work, and a lot of crafts and skills that had been around for generations suddenly went by the wayside. So this is called Peg and All.
In 1801, Peg and All. In 1801, Peg and All. In 1801, Peg and shoes was all I'd done. I'm gonna lay me down, my old, my Peg and All. In 1802, Peg and All. In 1802, Peg and All. In 1802, Peg and shoes was all I do. I'm gonna lay me down, my old, my Peg and All. In 1803, Peg and All. In 1803, Peg and All. In 1803, Peg and shoes was all you'd see. I'm gonna lay me down, my old, my Peg and All. They've invented a new machine, Peg and All. They've invented a new machine, Peg and All. They've invented a new machine. I peg one shoe, it pegs 15. I'm gonna lay me down, my old, my Peg and All. In 1804, Peg and All. In 1804, Peg and All. In 1804, Peg and shoes, I do no more. I'm gonna lay me down, my Peg and All. I'm gonna lay me down, my Peg and All. I've wandered all over your green growing ground. Wherever you stop, I'll lend you my hand. On the edge of your cities, you'll see me, and then I've come with the dust and I'm gone with the wind. California, Arizona, I've worked on your crops, and northward up to Oregon to gather your hops. I've cut beets from the ground, I've cut grapes from the vine, to sit at your table, that white, sparkling wine. Green pastures of plenty from the dry desert ground, from the Grand Coulee Dam where the water runs down. Every state of this union we migrants have been. We come with the dust and we're gone with the wind. It's always we ramble that river and I, all along your green valleys. I'll work till I die, travel this road until death sets me free, because pastures of plenty must always be free. Well, I hope you are all enjoying your evening here with us. I know that we are having a good time, even though it's just us, the band, and the tech crew. It's been a great evening. So we're going to keep on going with this. Next song is called The Silver Dagger, and it is on our new album that we talked about that will be available on iTunes when you're watching this. So it's a great old song, and it's been done by lots of people, including the amazing Joan Baez, Dolly Parton, and the Eagles, believe it or not. So this is our version of that song. And before we go into that, I just want to introduce over here our fiddle player, Miss Abby Bozarth. She's been a member of the band for 11 years and continues to amaze us. We love her so much. She got her start in bluegrass music, much like I did, and developed a love for Celtic music later on. So the thing we love about this music is it's always growing and changing, and we don't know what we might do next. So just get ready for some amazing fiddling by Abby on this next song. And then we're going to follow it up with a tune called The Musical Priest. Don't sing love songs, you'll wake my mother. She's sleeping here, right by my side. In her right hand is a silver dagger. She says that loved and wrong boys, loved and wrong boys of another maid. He's loved and wrong. Loved and wrong boys, loved and wrong boys of another maid. He's loved and wronged. Go court another tender maiden and hope that she will be your bride. For I've been won and I've decided to sleep alone all of my life. All my life, boys, all my life, boys, I'll sleep alone all of my life. Well, for any of you who have been to a Vintage Wildflowers concert before, you know that our favorite thing to do is to sing a cappella. So that's what we're going to do with this next song. If you've never been to a Vintage Wildflowers show, welcome. And I hope you'll join us someday in person. But we like to have fun, and we really love to sing a cappella. So this next song is, the way I like to describe it is that it is a true song of Irish love and devotion. And I think that the title of the song should convey all you need to know. This is called I Am Stretched on Your Grave. And by the way, this has more streams on our Spotify channel by far than anything else. So people, they love this one. Oh, I am stretched on your grave, and I'll lie here forever. If your hands were in mine, I'd be sure they would not sever. My apple tree, my brightness, it's time we were together. For I smell of the earth, and I'm worn by the weather. When my family thinks that I'm safely in my bed, oh, from morn until night, I am stretched out at your head, calling out unto the earth with tears hot and wild for the lost a child. Do you remember the night, oh, the night when we were lost in the shade of the blackthorn and the touch of the frost? Oh, and thanks be to Jesus, we did all that was right, and your maidenhead still is your pillar of light. Oh, the priests and the friars, they approach me in dread. Oh, for I love you still all my life, and you're dead. I still will be your shelter through rain and through storm, and with you in your cold grave I cannot sleep warm. So I am stretched on your grave, and I'll lie here forever. If your hands were in mine, I'd be sure they would not sever. My apple tree, my brightness, it's time we were together, for I smell of the earth, and I'm worn by the weather.
So the last one of us that hasn't yet been introduced is over on the piano, Dana Fitzgerald Mahar. She teaches piano here at the University of Tulsa. She plays Celtic harp for us. And one of the great reasons I love this next tune set that we're going to do is that it does feature her on the piano. We're going to do a set of 3 tunes. The first one is called Rakes of Kildare. And the reason I like it is the style that we play it is my favorite Celtic style, which comes out of Cape Breton, that strongly features fiddle and piano together, and it's just lots of energy and lots of fun. So we're going to do that for you now.
and foolish, and with her did not agree. In a field down by the river, my love and I did stand, and on my leaning shoulder she laid her snow white hand. She bid me take love easy as the grass grew on the weirs, but I was young and foolish, and now I am full of tears.
All right, this next set of tunes we're going to do were written actually by Dana's son, Quinn Mahar. He wrote the three of these with each one of us in mind. The first one is called Nightshade, which is dedicated to Audrey. I feel the need to point out that that is a poisonous plant. I'm not sure what it is that he's trying to say. He's probably a little afraid to say what he's trying to say. And then the second one is called Daisy, and that is my tune. And then the third one is called The Rose Reel, and that one is Dana's. So this is our Wildflower set.
So this next song is one that we've been doing for a long time. It's one that we enjoy. It's called Sailing Off to the Yankee Land. And it's about the Irish immigration to America that happened a couple of different points in the 1800s. Things were really hard in Ireland. The first time it was the famine, and so many people had died. And it was better to book passage on a ship that was so crammed with people that it was called a coffin ship because so many would die on the voyage, than to stay back in Ireland. And one thing that's interesting is because they thought they'd probably never see this family member again, they would have their wake before they left Ireland. It was called an American wake. And so it's a sad story, but it's also one of hope. They were coming to America because they were hoping to find something better there. So this is Sailing Off to the Yankee Land.
All young men, I pray, draw near now. Hear to the words I'm going to say. Going to tell you the people of Ireland are emigrating to America. Yes, indeed, they are emigrating. This poor country they can't stand. Put their foot on board of a ship and they're sailing off to the Yankee land. Night before they were due for leaving, all the neighbors in house do throng, for to take their farewell glass and all their wives to sing this song. They danced all night till early morning, each man cutting all around the floor. Mother, she comes in, says weeping, see your children to the door. We're off for the gallant sons of Erin, this poor country they can't stand. Put their foot on board of a ship and they're sailing off to the Yankee land. Father, he looks around the cabin, sees that he is all alone. Surely his poor heart is breaking, his salt tears could melt a stone. The other day as I went walking down the road I chanced to go, saw crowds from me approaching, surely filled my heart with woe. Saw the carriages and coaches moving onward, forward to the train. All the handkerchiefs were waving, waving goodbye to Grand New Wave. We're off for the gallant sons of Erin, this poor country they can't stand. Put their foot on board of a ship, they're sailing off to the Yankee land. When they get to New York Harbor, friends will meet them with good cheer. How's old Ireland, how's she doing, how's she coming on this year? She's the most distressed and accursed nation in this world I've ever seen. All she's good for is process serving in this little Isle of Grain. Hurrah for the gallant sons of Erin, this poor country they can't stand. Put their foot on board of a ship and they're sailing off to the Yankee land. Hurrah for the gallant sons of Erin, this poor country they can't stand. Put their foot on board of a ship and they're sailing off to the Yankee land. Hurrah for the gallant sons of Erin, this poor country they can't stand. Put their foot on board a ship, they're sailing off to the Yankee land. Oh, rise up, my darling, and come with me. I want to go with you and leave this country, to leave my father's dwelling, his house and the land. So away goes Jamie with his love in his arms. They go over hills and the mountains and glens, traveling all through the night in the mist and the rain. But her father has followed and has taken his men, and he captures poor Jamie with his love in his arms. Now home she's taken, to a room she is bound, while Jamie lies on the cold stony ground. And he knows all the while for the judge he will stand, for the stealing of nothing but his own true love's hand. In the cold hard iron his hands they are bound, handcuffed like a murderer, tied to the ground. And the jailer tells Jamie, last night I did hear that your lady will hang you, or else set you free. Now the judge says this young girl, being tender in youth, if Jamie is guilty, she will tell the truth. Then the radiant beauty before him did stand. Oh, I'm happy to see you, my bold Irish lad. But the father cries out, Lord, have pity on me, for the man came to bring disgrace to my family, and he stole my only daughter, all part of his plan. And if you don't hang him, I will quit the land. But the daughter's crying and begging, is she? The fault is in Jamie's, the blame lies with me. I forced him to leave and to run away with me, and I'll die if I can't save my bold Jamie. Good Lord, he stole all her jewels and her rings, gold watches and ember, all my precious things. And it's cost me a fortune and thousands of pounds, and I'll take the life of Jamie before I lie in the ground. Good Lord, I gave them as a token of love, and when we are parted, I'll have them removed. But a true lover so can cast on your right hand, and think of me, darling, you're in a foreign land. All right, well, we are going to do another a cappella number for you now. This is a traditional gospel song, and we like to put one of these in this set because we just really love to sing them. So we are going to do this for you. But first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for bearing with us. In case, well, you're not deaf, you've heard that I am just, really struggling with my allergies today. So if you live in Oklahoma, in the Tulsa area, today, the day we're filming this, is the day that the temperature went to 46 degrees. So my allergies are revolting. But we are doing the best we can. We're having fun. I hope you are enjoying it. But anyway, all that to say, we are going to sing for you in the sweet by and by. I hope you enjoy it. There's a land that is fairer than day, and by faith we can see it afar. For the Father waits over the way to prepare us a dwelling place there. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. To our bountiful Father above, we will offer our tribute of praise for the glorious gift of His love and the blessings that hallow our days. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. We shall sing on that beautiful shore the melodious songs of the blessed, and our spirit shall sorrow no more. What a sigh for the blessing of rest in the sweet by and by. We shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore.
One, two, one, two.
Bide, bide, my love, she said, bide and stay all night. You'll have pleasure all in my room by coal and a candlelight, light, coal and a candlelight. I won't abide you, false lady, and beg and stay all night. For I've a far better love to enjoy when I go home than you, I go home than you. She stooped off his saddle bow, kissed her lips so sweet. With a penknife all in her hand, she wounded him full deep, deep. Woundest me, you false lady, why woundest me so sore? It's not a doctor in all Scotland can heal my mortal wound, wound, heal my mortal wound. She woke the maids all in the morn at the break of day. There's a dead man in my bedchamber, I wish he was away, way, wish he was away. They took him by the lily white hands, the others by the feet, threw him in a very deep well, some 50 fathoms deep, deep, 50 fathoms deep. Lie there, you false young man, lie there alone. Let the one that you love best think you won't be coming home, home, won't be coming home. Then up spoke a pretty little bird sitting in a tree. And ill death may you die, lady. He had no love but thee, thee, had no love but thee. Come down, my pretty little bird, and sit upon my knee. For I've got a golden cage at home, I'm sure to give to thee, thee, sure to give to thee. I won't come down, you false lady, and sit upon your knee. You have slain your own true love, I'm sure you would slay me, me. If you had your bow to bend, arrow and your strings, shoot you in the very heart among the leaves so green, green. If you had your bow to bend, arrow and your strings, take my wings away and fly, you'd never see me again, again, never see me again. You'd never see me again, again, never see me again. Well, thank you everyone for joining us this evening here at the University of Tulsa's Lorton Performing Arts Center for the Concerts with Commentary 2020 version. If you guys haven't realized, it's just us here. There's no audience in the building, but you guys, we know you guys are out there watching this. And so thank you for taking the time to spend with us. We appreciate it. We look forward to seeing you at a real live and in-person show where we can give you great big hugs as soon as possible. And in the meantime, please go and follow us on social media. We are on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all the things. So go and find us. We will be posting updates as soon as we have some fun updates for you. But we are so thankful to the University of Tulsa for allowing us to be a part of this and for allowing us to share music with all of you tonight. So thank you. Oh, and all the money that e'er I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, and all the comrades that e'er I've had are sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I've had would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should